used to be the one that if I could turn back the hands of time for, I would. I used to sit wishing on shooting stars just to be where you are. I would dream of Mr. Right for so long that when he finally came along, it was hard to wake me because I was busy sleeping with you. And it's somewhat painful, but even more so disappointing. I appointed you master of my universe, king of my everything. You're throwing away the Jew of my heart as your footstool. And you walked all over me. They say every finger has its own print. So I'm guessing that it's the same for every shoe because the damage that you left was imprinted on me, and it was obvious that I wanted to make my own truth. I wanted to blame you because like a thief, you stole away in my thoughts. And I naively introduced you into my sanctuary, my temple full of treasures, and you treasured the vessel, but neglected the gift. I neglected my gift to love. So innocently, welcome an intruder into the place of worship. Every security measure breached because I made the decision not to see the mask that you wore right in front of me, you thief, which makes me easy because I was easily deceived, even though I knew deceiving. Put my heart on the line, expecting it to balance like some sort of circus act, playing with fire, expecting not to get burned, claiming that even if it didn't work, that was a lesson I would learn. Telling myself, everything has a purpose, whether it's by accident or on purpose. I purposely played Russian roulette with my destiny, and you were the bullet that pierced my mind, erupting vessels that should not have even been disturbed. I blatantly heard, but ignored the signs, so caught up in my feelings. I couldn't see past my feelings. I was feeling myself while he was playing with my feelings. The enemy only desires to steal from me. And like a victim, I sat back thinking that I was helpless, that I couldn't protect me, claiming love hurts. So I accepted defeat and telling myself anything worth fighting for is worth keeping. I convinced myself into thinking because the glorified version of worldly love, it was just so appealing. I remember switching up the truth to make things seem sensible, somewhat believable. Late night arguments I justify with, girl, it's just a part of life. I was willing to sacrifice my truth for you. I was almost crazy for you. Nearly lost my mind trying to think us through, trying to figure out you, while you only serve one purpose: to steal, kill, and to destroy the value of his purchase that he purchased without of love. I wanted my Prince Charming so bad that I dressed up a lot in his apparel, appearing to be the love that I so desperately seek. Through broken promises and alternate meanings, I laid my head in the wrong lap, and my strength was stripped from me. Like Delilah, you deceived me. You were working for my enemy, but just like David, I'm going into the enemy's camp to take back everything that he stole from me, every piece of love that he tried to withhold from me, forgiving the very one that I put in the place of my first love, who deceived me. Just the thought of loving you used to hurt me, and I can feel the tears. I could feel the tears slowly clogging my vision, almost causing impulse gagging, regurgitated lies that left marks from where your tongue turned against me, slit my wrist with your memory, bleeding blood clots that was caused by a heart injury. But God loved every broken piece of me, and he created a new heart and surgically switched it out for me. It hurts. Hurts to heal. So the painfully transformed the strength in me. And though the process seemed quiet, because I was broken in silence, I have the victory. Because now I understand that only God can rebuild the pieces after the world left me hanging, damaged goods. But he saw my value shattered by life and his issues. He showed me that I was made in his image, so his reflection is no longer tattered, but it's whole. And even though sometimes I can still feel the sting from where the enemy threw the glass of my mistakes in my face, I know God is more than willing and able to love the hurt away.
Jesus, yeah, my Savior, Son of God, yeah, my Redeemer. He gave his life, he paid the price on Calvary. He shed his blood, became the sacrifice for you and me. Why the world pushing the devil in these last days?